So I thought I'd do a video today and talk about what pushes our values into the shadows to begin with. Panda is just behind me there. She's not interested. She is a cat. Let's get on to topic. What causes our values to become shadow values? So quite often this starts when we are young and we experience what is known as a significant emotional event. Something will happen that will embarrass us, make us feel guilty, make us feel ashamed, will create some sort of negative emotion in our body, and so that value becomes something that we become uncomfortable with, that we no longer want to risk expressing. We don't feel it's safe anymore. And as children, we are born with a clean slate. Our beliefs, our judgments, our thoughts all get put into us. We get programmed. Oh, there's a feather. Oh, no, missed it. Make a wish. It gets programmed into us by the people around us, by whatever we're experiencing in our life. If you are raised always being told you're good, you're great, you're invincible, you'll grow up and become an adult with those beliefs. If you're raised as a child feeling that you're stupid, you're dumb, you can't do anything, you carry that into adulthood as well. And this is why embracing our values is so important. Let me give you an example. As a kid, right, you really have a strong sense of justice, right from wrong. You're there for the little people. You hate seeing people, animals get hurt or abused. And one day you see an article in a magazine and it's about baby harp seals getting to death for their skin. For you, that is wrong. You take great offense to that. It upsets you. So you as a child, you think, what can I do? Well, I might write a letter to Prime Minister Hawke and I'll tell him that I don't like it and he needs to tell the other people to stop it. You sit down and you write that letter. And you probably write it in lead pencil. And you put the letter away because you're a kid and you don't really know who to ask to send it, where to send it, sort of what to do with it. But you've taken an action, something you believe in, something you're passionate about. Those poor baby harp seals, you don't like that. It's terrible. So one day you're in the lounge room, family friends over, got a sibling kicking around with you, and your mum comes out holding the letter. Your mum, she doesn't want to create a significant emotional event in your life. She doesn't want to trap that negative energy in your body that's then going to stop the continuation of those thoughts and those processes to being righteous. Her goal is never to create shame or guilt or embarrassment in your body. Yet here we are. She reads the letter. She thinks it's so cute. And you're a sensitive kid and you feel like you're being mocked. You feel like everyone's laughing at you. You get embarrassed, you feel ashamed, you put a whole heap of judgment on yourself. You find that activism contracts in your body. And it feels hard to start speaking out or to continue speaking out on the things that feel wrong. You feel scared, you feel fear, you feel you're going to be judged. Whereas before, you just wrote it from a really pure place of right from wrong. Then you take this into your adult years. So as you become a teenager, when you want to push back, you want to rebel, because rebelliousness is a shadow value, you've got fear and judgment and stress and worry about that. So any rebellion, any activism begins to come from a place of defiance, from the expectation there's going to be a pushback, that you have to fight and you can't just communicate these things that are important. Now imagine taking that and carrying that into your adult life. Whenever you want to push back against the system or the status quo, all of a sudden it's scary, it's hard, you're worried about being embarrassed or being shamed for it. You've contracted, you're holding back. So this is why Embrace Your Shadow is so important, because we want to remove the contractions, we want to release the shame, the guilt, the judgment, and we want to allow you to come into that place of balance to be able to truly express everything that you feel without having to hold back. So yes, that was one of my experiences growing up, in case you hadn't figured it out. No aggression to my mum, no badness there. She thought it was a beautiful letter. She thought it was sweet. She thought it was cute. I was the one that internalized things a certain way. Now you can release those internalizations. You can clear that energetic block that you have in your body by embracing the values that are contracted. This is rebelliousness. How does it show up in your life? Think back to those significant emotional events and go, what is the value? What am I contracted into? And what would change if I became okay with these things? So there's step-by-step process in the book, obviously, that's going to help you with that. You can book in sessions with me. But this is how our values become shadowed. Any questions? Drop them in the comments below.